That butler has some attitude. You all know what I would do in that situation.
Yes, men can be quite curmudgeon at times.
But he's been loyal and trustworthy to our family for many years. We love him just the same.
Sir, I found this man outside who told me he was summoned by you to investigate the missing painting.
Surely it can't be possible. It is possible. And don't call me Shirley. It's Sherlock. So.
Sherlock, thank goodness you made it. Sherlock, but how? The river down this ferry down there's no way on off the island.
I took my trusty sea kayak. It's a mere 5 miles across the channel. Elementary, my dear Winston.
Thank goodness you made it. I think you'll find this case to be most peculiar.
The more peculiar, the better. Now, as we've already lost a considerable amount of time, I will commence my investigation at once. Pray tell, Count de Monet, are all the people who are on the property during the time of the theft are in this room?
Let me think.
We are only missing Chef Boardet, I believe. Benson, summon the chef.
Right away, sir.
Chef! Excellent. Now I have to ask each of you some questions. It is of the utmost importance that you answer honestly. Is that clear to everyone? Excellent. Count de Monet, please recount your version of events.
The painting was displayed right here on the easel. I was sitting at the head of the table next to Miss Romana. The lights went out, and when they came back on, Miss Romana was standing next to the easel with the rope in her hand.
Obviously, we all suspected her. She never really gave an explanation for why she was staying there holding the rope.
I did give an explanation. I said I totally don't know what happened. I didn't steal the painting, though.
Interesting. Now, moving on.
Moving on, she was holding the smoking gun. I mean, this thing is cut and dry. Leonard Armada stole a painting. Any moron could figure that out.
Which brings us to you, Mr. Crump. Please show me where you were seated when the lights went out.
I was sitting here the whole time. That's a negative, Crump. You were sitting there and then somehow ended up on the other side of the table.
I can confirm what the Colonel is saying.
Why would I steal a painting? I could buy like 10 more just like it. What about the Colonel and Sir Andrew? Do they get a free pass on this thing or what? I remain in my same sector. A good soldier never leaves his post.
I was in the same seat throughout as well. Winston, do you concur?
Indeed, they were both seated in the same place when the lights returned, and Madame Deja Vu never was even practiced. I did not move in the physical realm, but spiritually, I was moved by a strange feeling of being surrounded by darkness, and then suddenly, light.
You must be speaking of the lights going out and then coming back on, I presume.
Oh, that. Because I was definitely getting this vibe.
Of course you were. Now, Mr. Peeper, where were you during the outage?
Dude, I was in the bathroom.
Isn't that suspicious?
Oh, come on, and the pigs.
The fact remains, however, you were unaccounted for during the theft.
I didn't even want that ugly painting. The painting is not ugly. It is a masterpiece.
A masterpiece you would love to get your hand on?
Marquise, I am not a thief. You should ask that trusty maid of yours, Juliet. She conveniently disappeared at the scene of the crime.
I took the service entrance to find the candlestick. When I returned, the lights were back on and the painting was missing.
Chef Boardet, I assume you were in the kitchen and you saw Juliet come in.
But of course, I was making the second course and Juliet.
Right. I know Benson never left the room during the outage, so that leaves us with the groundskeeper, Mr. Greenwood.
I was in the cellar during the storm.
The cellar? Can anyone confirm your whereabouts?
I was alone as I usually am, but I didn't steal the painting if that's what you're suggesting.
I'm not suggesting anything, but you do not have a witness to corroborate your story.
All right, I think that about wraps it up. The groundskeeper did.
You may be right, Mr. Crump. I must deliberate for a moment and take a quick look around the ground. Everybody, please remain patient. I'll return shortly.